Can you imagine if I told you there was a new app for writers that could do 3 things? 1, when you're using it, all of the online distractions, they're gone, so it's just you and the words. Then number 2, when you're using it, you don't press backspace. You don't second guess yourself. You're just writing forward the entire time. 3, somehow this thing is able to create a workspace that your mind just associates with free-flowing words. So when you're using it, you just don't get blocked. And then what if I told you that actually this was invented hundreds of years ago? Welcome back, I'm Jeremy. I'm a professional screenwriter, I've been nominated for Writers Guild Awards, and I'm also a college professor. In this video, I'll tell you about one of the tools that I use to keep the words flowing. Just a couple of years ago, writing was still a hobby for me. So on the weekend, I'd go to a writing group, I'd plug away at my writing. But the truth was, the book that I was working on, it was stuck, I was stuck. Well, luckily, I've changed a lot of things about the way I work, and this year I moved into a house and I pay for it with screenwriting. And one of my favorite writing tools? A typewriter. And no, I'm not talking about the old-timey aesthetics or being a collector of rare things. As a writer, I'm here to skate to one song and one song only. To produce quality pages. So why is a typewriter great for doing that? Number 1, I can't do other things on a typewriter. I can't check my email, I can't do research. This is taking away the number 1 thing that holds back my writing. Number 2, I can't press backspace on a typewriter, or I can, but it's not worth it. So you'd think this would be a downside, but it actually really helps to keep me moving forward. Speaking of which, Ian Fleming, who wrote all of those James Bond novels on a typewriter, he famously said, "I wrote and made no corrections until the book was finished. If I had looked back at what I had written the day before, I might have despaired." Number 3, a typewriter allows me to turn off the inner critic and just write what we sometimes call the vomit draft. Now, for the longest time, I really resisted the concept of a vomit draft, but being a perfectionist goes hand in hand with being blocked. It turns out that just by giving myself permission to write, warts and all, and then going back and rewriting and reworking and making it better, it works so much better for me. So how do I get it from typewritten pages into my computer? Well, I could scan it and then use optical character recognition, but to be honest, I find it easier just to have the hard copy pages and then just write my next draft into the computer. You'd be really surprised how quickly you can write when you've got rough vomit drafts sitting next to you and you know what's going to happen next. If you like this video, be sure to check out my video on how to break into the screenwriting industry. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.